update y'all. ASAP Rocky found not guilty. So happy for him and his family. ASAP Rocky, Rihanna, and the 2 kids. So I watched the whole case, the whole trial, and was just too much reasonable doubt. Too much of it.
Look at this, man. This is insane.
And then ASAP Rally, he gets on the stand and he tells lie after lie, So they're trying to get a glimpse of why ASAP and Rihanna coming out the courthouse.
Nonetheless, we thank you. We're blessed to be here, right? Be a free man talking. Thank you. All praise to God.
ASAP Rocky speaking.
Guys, look, guys. Guys, we can't do this. We'll just have
Wow.
to listen.
They won't let him go home and relax with his family. He'll be on. Oh, is that the lawyer? Oh, that's the lawyer with him too, his lawyer. He don't need to answer no questions. Just go home with your family.
Grateful for the jury. They saw through this mirage of a case. We said go day
Man,
one.
right. They saw through this mockery of a case.
No jail time because he was innocent. And I've always said this was an extortion. The extortion played out live in color in court. We've always said what it says is that the district attorney should look long and hard at prosecuting Tyrell Efron. We've said that from day one. We've said that from day one. They should do it now. They have him admitted to perjury. They have him admitting extortion. The jury saw through it.
And they let him keep on talking on the stand.
Quick and speedy verdict, the right verdict, and we thank this jury. And again, for me, my partner Chad, we're honored to have represented this amazing family. Rocky is one of my closest friends, but he's also just a great, great person. Rihanna, they said Joe.
Yeah, you'll be coming over there for dinner.
Greatest people, and I said I love them.
Your family did.
And I got emotional in my summation because I care about them. This is one of the happiest days of my life, and I'm happy for them because they've earned this and deserve it.
Get this guy on.
Thank you, brother. Okay, guys.
Top of Canada. Joe Tropicana.
Wait. This is camera's here.
I think Rihanna right there. I'm so happy for them and their family. His mom, she came to the courtroom too and poured her heart out. And Rihanna. Let him get out. Let him get home. Let him get home with his family. Oh, that's love right there.
It's a joke.
Yeah. We all love their family. We like to see black families, African American families stick together, and I know they love each other. Rihanna loves him. And
I was thinking the same thing, Amy. I would be tripping.
so it was the evidence in the case that didn't sit well with me, evidence that they lied about, basically, a lot of it. From ASAP Rally on the stand, giving ASAP Rocky's attorney a hard time, Look at that. That's purity love right there. Because it was so so they, I know soon as I heard them read the verdict, I was in the other room, I heard the people hollering and screaming. I'm like, okay. They were hollering in the courtroom. But that's love right there. You don't want to see nobody in your family go down for 8 years. So many bad things happening in the jails nowadays. You know what goes on in the jails. Then they try to convict an innocent man. You know.
And I think that's pretty much it. 0 days in jail. Well, Rice Street, that's all thanks to about 550K. So, if it had been anybody else, they would have been in there. For sure. Jeez, man.
So what's the name of his channel?
Thank you, man. Again, congratulations to ASAP Rocky.
Yeah, congratulations to ASAP Rocky, Rihanna.
So glad he didn't have to deal with it.
Yeah, I'm glad too.
Oh, thank y'all. See, this is why the chat is amazing. Shout out to Jamie Butler. Says Fox 26 Houston is still live with his lawyer. Okay? Rocky can now sue Relly for 30 cents. Yeah, he won't get it though. Let me see if I can find Fox 26 Houston is still alive. All right, y'all are amazing.
Yeah, so ASAP Relly was. He also has a. ASAP Relly has a civil case against Rocky. You know, money damages in the civil case. So this was a criminal trial. But he was trying to sue in the civil court for $30 million, but he won't get that $30 million.
Oh yeah, they got it. Thank y'all, man. Y'all are amazing. Shout out to
you. Won't get that $30 million.
Django, so let me run
you got a couple scrapes on your fingers, and you trying to say that was from a gun, and you trying to sue for $30 million. Why would you do some stuff like that? You know darn well no bullets hit your finger.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Trying to get $30 million for some scrapes on your knuckles. Come on. See, God saw right through that.
Rihanna did this shit with my suit. It's a little different than it was 5 minutes ago.
Here we go.
Oh, it's a little different than it was 5 minutes ago.
So that's ASAP Rocky's lawyer, Tapacana.
Joe, man.
Joe.
Major win.
That was nuts.
Yeah, major win. So he reminds me of Johnny Cochran.
All right, Joe Tacopina is about to talk to
Tacopina, Joe.
To the media. Here we go.
He called him out. He said, "Look, he's a pathological liar." He said ASAP Relly was a pathological liar. He got on the stand and said, "Look, I can say anything I want." Really?
Look, that was raw emotion. That was happiness. You know, there was a moment where.
And then you were the aggressor. All right, let's listen up to what he's saying.
You know, he didn't know if he was going to be spending the next 2 decades in jail or going home. And so when you hear those words, obviously, you know, I know how he was feeling. We've been in communication the last few hours. It's a lot on the line. He has 2 little children. He's got a beautiful wife and he's got a family. And so that was raw emotion. You guys got to see that, and you know, it was even for us. I mean, it was insane.
Somebody failed.
So it was just very.
I looked up they said Rocky and that when he read. I think he read the big verdict.
Well, they promised their 3rd kid would be named ASAP Joe. So that's what source I know. You know, what's next? They're going to move on. I think they have a lot of great things professionally to do. You know, Rocky's really at the height of his career. He's worked with Gucci, he's worked with Puma, he's got a lot of things going. Obviously, Rihanna
is killing it.
Is on top of the world, and they have 2 beautiful, beautiful children, and they have a family. And you saw them come together. I took offense to the prosecutor Lewin saying that they manufactured some sort of appearance of a family in his summation.
Yeah, that was
but I think
messed
the jury
up.
officer could defend that too. They're a family, and they were a family, and that's why she was here to support him, and that's why his kids came. He has no witness at CD again, and if this didn't go well for him.
And then how you gonna tell somebody about their family coming in when they're in a situation like that?
See, this is what we do. We work hard, and these trials are hard, and they tax us, and we don't sleep. But at the end of the day, this is what it's all about. That's why I went to law school. That's why he went to law school. So you see this, and it makes it all worthwhile. He was way calmer than I was. I mean, he was calming me down. So, like, I was more anxious.
It's gotta be stressful.
That's always what it is for me. When something's so.
Yeah, that lawyer type work is something, you know.
He was really calm, cool, collected. At the end, obviously, when that jury started piling in, and you can't read anyone's faces. There was a tension that he said, "I can't breathe," and I said, "Neither can I." So that makes two of us. Chad and I've been together 22 years. I know how he feels. So it's just a moment of incredible angst. But when you have something like this happen, it makes it all worthwhile. It's great. The key evidence. The fact that there was no evidence. I think that was the key evidence. I think relying on Terrell Efron for any
no evidence
importance in your life, a decision on a matter of importance in your life would not be possible for anyone with a brain. And the jury clearly understood that argument. And
I agree.
I pointed out to the jury that I got Detective Flores, their lead detective, to say without Efron's testimony, there's no evidence of a shooting, one way or another. That could be or that cannot be.
Yeah.
That really was it. I left 10 questions for John Lewin to answer. He didn't even look at one. And those were 10 important questions, including number 9, which was, without Efron's testimony, as the prosecutor asked, Detective Flores acknowledged that there's not enough evidence in this case to say that definitively there was a shooting. So I was surprised he didn't touch those questions, but I knew he couldn't answer them. That's why I put them up there. So anyway, I think that's why the jury came. And look, it was a quick verdict, right? I mean, they started almost 10 o'clock. They had a lunch break. They watched the video, and they had a verdict. So
yeah,
for basically a 4-week trial, when I heard there was a verdict, I felt pretty good. Not so overly confident because you just never know, but I felt pretty good. I'm not leading. I'll answer everyone's questions, so don't worry. Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy.
He said that was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah, look, I've been here for over a month, and just me walking around me.
Dije Auto Stores tiene el auto
Oh,
usado
don't
perfecto
come with a
para ti.
commercial,
Compra de la
right?
mayor
Right.
selección de autos usados
Oh.
asequibles.
Come on now.
He's got a lot of fans. And that doesn't happen because he's a singer. It happens because who he is as a person. A lot of what the jury didn't hear was who A$AP really is, who A$AP Rocky is as a person. He does incredible charity work. He gives back to the community. He's become a dear friend of mine, more than a client. And that's why cases like this are really difficult for me, because there's so much on the line. I mean, I care about every client I represent to the point where they become family. This was at a different level, and so I was just not prepared for. I would not accept any other verdict at this point.
Yeah, because you can always appeal, but you don't have to now, though.
3 years, in a way that, and he's just a different person. I attribute that to him. The way he conducts himself, the way he's so appreciative with us, the way he is with his, I spent time with him and Rihanna at their house, and they're just, as humble and as can be. People with that level of success, they are really sweet, good people. And I would have been really, really hurting if this didn't go the right way. But, thank God that jury, we had a great jury.
Yeah, thank God. Sometimes we have to thank God.
No, I don't think that helped his defense at all. Look,
I agree.
everyone knows he had Rihanna. Everyone knows he has 2 kids. Sorry. I don't think the jury's like, all right, we think he's guilty, but look at the kids. So that's, I'm glad the prosecution focused on that investigation. We did. The evidence in this case was deficient. I think that they need to be going after Terrell Efron. As I've always said, he was an extortionist. He was someone who we showed committed extortion. The tape that one of you all said was really good for the prosecution that we brought in turned out not to be so good for the prosecution.
Uh-oh.
It was him repeating the same story that he repeated.
Is that Megan right there? Ah, dang.
Come Come on, man. Put the,
Oh no, Megan, man. Oh, Megan.
I don't
Poor
know.
Megan, man. She's over there
They
struggling.
won. But what it had on there was one,
Boy, they're gonna-
to this jury, and two, him acknowledging he wanted $30 million.
I feel bad for
Rhode Island.
Megan.
That's called extortion.
They,
For what? To get his $697 he has in his bank account? Even
Dang!
though, if you look on Instagram, he's a billionaire.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, he
I'm
said.
not suing. Really, I have other things in life to do. You know, he sued us, and after today, I don't think that's going so well. So, but anyway.
No, he's not gonna get
I'm
him
just
30
happy
million.
the jury came to the right conclusion swiftly. Yes.
He's not gonna get that 30 million in that civil court lawsuit.
You know, who knows what made this? I mean, that jury, they're able to speak to you guys if they want to. I don't know if they're going to. Both ways the gun wasn't possessed, right? Our gun, the gun that Rocky actually had, the pop, or the gun that the prosecution said he had, wasn't produced. So I think it was a wash, so to speak. I think the jurors had to go on the evidence that they had, right? They can't speculate. They have evidence in this case. Most of the incriminating evidence came from the words of someone who's, as I said, whose tongue is a stranger to the truth.
that was good.
Is an
That was a
admitted
good
perjurer,
line.
admitted liar. So I just don't think any jury could embrace that. And if you can't believe Tyrell Efron in this case, you can't convict. It's that simple. Well, if the messenger doesn't fit, you must have quit. Did that happen in this court or something like that?
Johnny Cochran,
How did I keep at ease?
the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
Yeah, he fed off my confidence. Honestly, he fed off my confidence.
That's why I say he remind me of
Talked every
Johnny
night,
Cochran,
obviously,
his style
every
of
involved in his defense.
Yeah.
courtroom and, you know,
he-
his
you know,
courtroom
follow
style.
my lead. And if I told him things were going well, he obviously didn't know this procedure, this process. But I told him things were going well, they went well. So, you know, he's really good. He's a smart guy. You know, his only missteps is that time he uttered out, you know, in the courtroom about, you know, his personal company, which has been so irrelevant. So it was so irrelevant to the case.
He just
You know,
didn't want it to
obviously,
get leaked.
Defame people with derogatory statements towards him, really called him every name in the book, you know, homophobic names, all these things, and Rocky didn't move a muscle. But when something personal to him was being asked about, which is irrelevant to the case, what his company was called, what the acronym for, well, it's an acronym for his company that had to do with his family. I'm going to leave it at that, right? And he was hesitant. So
That was
they didn't want that
AWGE.
revealed nationally, publicly. It's like a private thing, the way someone doesn't want their phone number revealed. So, you know, after the witness had already answered, he said, "Don't say," which caused me to heel kick him in the ankle. So the second time he heard from Rocky was a yell. So it was, "Don't say, ow," and 50 hours for me.
All right, so I'll see y'all in another video. I don't
That's
want to
hilarious.
Prosecution focused on that. They focused on
make this
Rihanna and
video
kids.
too
They
long.
focused on 11. They focused on a dog. They focused on a dog. We focused our summation on the facts. And, you know, I guess the jury saw it our way. Yeah, I think that was a great bonding experience for them personally. I mean, I've known them for a while. Rihanna is an amazing woman, strong woman, and she obviously was there to support him. She'd always been in touch with me throughout the process to make sure things were going well, and privately wanted reassurance. But she was here. Wild Horse, Rocky did not want her here. I will tell you that. I think I said it to you in the beginning. He did not want her here. He wanted to shield her from this. So Wild Horse is going to keep her away. So, you know, you go through something like this as a family, it brings you closer. It's a bonding experience, and they're just two special people. So I can't imagine this has been anything but a life-altering experience for them.
How does it feel to get a public win on the Donald Trump fight?
So, do you know your facts? No, he didn't fire me. I resigned from the case. Oh, okay, well. He didn't fire me. Not your fact. I was invited to the inauguration also, dude, but I don't know what you're talking about, but so I'm not gonna answer questions about other cases in my career. But that's a good question. You must be a good journalist.
Boy, that was low.
I mean, they always coming up with the wrong questions at the wrong
Well,
time.
clearly they weren't receptive to his message, right? Clearly they weren't receptive.
But,
to his
you know, I'll
message.
see you all in my next video, so
You know,
just want to say
two witnesses who came
I am
here,
glad that they
respected
came
the
back with a
process
not
before it was
guilty
black
verdict.
witnesses, and he yelled at them for 2 hours.
It's true.
You know, I had a witness abusing me, cursing at me, flexing, cursing, throwing water bottles, and I didn't lose my cool, and I don't think that's good for a jury. I don't think a jury wants to see a lawyer out of control. So, you know, I look.
Yeah, that
Based
was
on the verdict,
nasty.
I don't say clearly that those packets didn't work.